it is highly dangerous to allow 4 companies, which is basically what we have in the United States, 4 internet service providers, to determine who will be able to get on their networks and to determine who the winners and losers, what are the special terms, I'll favor you, I won't favor you. We will not have the kind of economic growth, we will not have the kind of innovation that is necessary if we don't have networks that are fast, fair, and open.
I was talking to the Deutsche Telekom CEO, Tim Höttges. He has a foot in the US, with T-Mobile US. He feels that Europe has got a better way of doing things. Do you believe that as well? What regulatory systems can we learn from each other?
Well, it's interesting because Europe adopted their open internet plan after we did ours, and they based it on ours, and I actually came over several times and sat down and helped them work through it. So I think that they are very similar.
What could this do in terms of innovation? In terms of the Internet of Things, there is going to be so many more connected devices, a lot of them crucial to infrastructure, crucial to our own healthcare. How do you ensure, from a regulatory perspective, that the right data is flowing through the pipes?
Well, you got to make sure the pipes are open. I mean, we can't be sitting in a situation where somebody who owns the pipes is determining what's going on, what's going over those pipes. And because 2 guys and a dog in a garage are working on something right now that you and I have never thought about, that is going to be transformational and is going to use the power of ubiquitous connectivity and the power of ever more powerful and lower cost microchips to change things yet again. They need to be able to get on the network without permission. Not to be able to, can I get on the network? Or, I'm competing with one of your companies, Mr. ISP. What about my product? One of the things that, unfortunately, Chairman Pai shut down when he came in was an initiative that I had on what's called zero rating. Zero rating. There are some carriers in the United States who are using the fact that they control the network to favor their products over competing products. The Internet of Things will not grow if that is the reality. 2 guys and a dog in the garage won't be able to compete if that is the reality. We won't have the kind of innovation and economic growth that we need to have if that's what happens.
How, therefore, does the reality not become that? If we have the administration as it is, what needs to happen to ensure that net neutrality stays as and where you'd like it to be?
Well, the great thing is that we have a law in the United States called the Administrative Procedure Act, and it stipulates how regulatory agencies have to act. You have to build a record. You have, in a public record, you have to make a decision based on the record, and then a court has the right to review that record. Well, when we put out our open internet rules, we built an extensive record, and it was reviewed and affirmed strongly by the court. Whether you can come back in a couple of years later and say, oh, things have changed so dramatically that you need to reverse all those other decisions, those decisions that have been affirmed by the court, this is going to be a long process. And so, we'll see what the record is, we'll see what the court appeal is, and then we'll see where things end up.